Yeah, and in fact, I don't see it being a move. I see everyone else just suffering.
We've been taught that the Lord will consecrate thine afflictions for thy gain.
I gotta be ready to hurt, to fight, to get dropped, to make contact again, to make a move, to break away.
Nice, easy speed, easy speed. 306.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
But honestly, I think people are just gonna self-select, self-destruct.
It's in really good shape right now. I think probably in better shape than we were even before Paris, which is saying something. I know more or less where everything is. Just give me a little, you don't have to wave your hand over your head, but just give me a little high sign at each, whenever that hits. You know, I think he's trained well to cover moves, and I think with his ability to handle heat and humidity, hopefully he's the one that's able to make a solid move. Mentally, I think he's been able to get stronger and stronger with each passing week, because you kind of layer these workouts in one on top of another, and your degree of confidence builds as each layer is put down. I mean, 445 is 204.30 pace, so we can do some damage with that.
I should be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's just...
Okay, but let's listen to the ankle. Just read your body. It might be in the middle of a rainstorm.
That's true.
Ready, go. So this was his last really predicted marathon pace run of 8 miles.
What I'm super excited about for the World Championships in Tokyo is nobody cares. No one's gonna be there for me. I gotta start on that start line, and then I gotta surprise the world.
Looks good, man. How's that wind? Did it help? You want me in front?
Tailwind right now.
Okay.
Slight tailwind, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I'm excited to kind of just dial in and focus and just put my best performance, first.
Oh, that too. 442.
I'll be matching every move. No one will run away from me. But I don't think I'll be leading the race until maybe the last 5K.
Good.
This was a tricky one though for me, because all of my PMPs lately have been with teammates, right? I've been hanging on to the back of Casey Klinger and Connor Mance and working with them, and they've been keeping me accountable and pushing the pace. And
I'll give you a bottle at the top of this hill after you turn left. Let's get some practice drinking at race pace.
And so I kind of showed up on Tuesday kind of trying to decide how fast I should run. In a way, because it was a shorter workout, it wasn't about physically being ready and proving fitness to myself. It was just mentally proving that I could push and run fast by myself. So I got rolling at about 4:43 pace and average 4:43 for the entire thing. And yeah, there were some hard miles in there. There were some annoying miles that into a slight uphill headwind, but I knew I could finish averaging 4:43, and that's kind of what I wanted. And so it felt good to mentally kind of check that box, to know that yes, it's great to have training partners. Yes, it's good to have other people to share the load with, but it's also good to know that when I'm by myself in the middle of a marathon in no man's land, that I can maintain a pace and I can finish strong all the way to the end.
Push the hill.
Getting a little bit extra attention from coach is always nice. He's really doubled down on his coaching and his investment in me, and it shows.
Good finish.
Yeah.
Into the headwind on that last little bit too. It's nice.
It's a good one.
Yeah, we're there. You know what? Maybe it was good that we had the cloud cover because the humidity was definitely up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, no, I think that was really nice. Really nice.
Ah.
We spent plenty of time in the sauna to occasionally catch a break like this. So.
That's right. The heat training's the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Sauna and afternoon session.
When you're bundling up in, sweats, sweatshirt, or a core suit, you can put yourself in a state where your heart rate is higher, you're working harder, but you're not getting as much pounding on the body. So in a way, it's almost like getting a second workout without the pounding on your body. Instead, it's just the pounding on your heart and your mindset, essentially. So it even starts in the stadium for 2.5 laps. So it's like Tokyo Stadium, which is so cool. What's the move? Do you just go straight to the back and stay out of trouble and get on the rail? Or do you stay on the outside, or do you surge ahead? Ideally, get out fast, get on the inside, and stay out of trouble. But it's a marathon, not a track race. And what's the beauty about the core sensor is that you can track all of the data behind that, right? You can make sure that you're doing it the right way and effectively, instead of just wasting your time or instead of overcooking yourself. Heat strain is at 3.2 right now. Max core body temp 101.7. Skin temp 96.4. So this is my core body temperature slowly increasing. The red line's my heart rate. Dropping off right now because I just finished. This darker green line is my skin body temperature. It's actually probably going to climb for a little while. After you're done exercising, it usually climbs. And then this yellow line is my heat strain. Heat strain 0 to 1 is zone 1. Heat strains 1 to 3 are zone 2. Anything above a zone 3 to 7 is zone 3, and anything above a 7 is zone 4. So today I was mostly in zone 1, zone 2, and I dipped into zone 3 for a little bit. I use a combination of active training and passive training to try to meet the preparations I need for Tokyo. I don't even want to. That's just barely ringing it out.
Neither one of us went to the first.
Oh.
Okay, so that's where your pes anserine connects, which there's 3 muscles that insert into it: the sartorius, the gracilis, and the semitendinosus. They all conjoin together right there. Yeah, that's your pes anserine. So my guess is that's what it is.
Okay.
You can keep running, but I think that you should do work to those 3 muscles. I get here a little bit before everyone, so that we can do any tune-ups before they warm up or after they warm up to get ready for the workout. With Clayton, he rolled his ankle, not once but twice, and we have to make sure that he's, one, good enough to go for the workouts and more aggressive long runs, and just normal runs in general, but we have to make sure that he's doing the right rehab in between sessions to regain what we call proprioception, and that's kind of the way your brain connects with different body parts. And so after you roll an ankle, it becomes far more prevalent to roll it again, hence the second rolling when he was just out on the normal run. So we want to make sure to uptrain that part of the nervous system. It's one of those things that if you get on top of it soon and you don't delay the rehab, it can have far better outcomes.
It's like if you're doing a mile, you can kind of get comfortable. If you're doing an 800, it's over. Like you do a lap and then you do another lap and it's over. But 1200s, it's like doing an 800 and then holding on for another lap. Like There's something about that in-between pace that's just grindy. It's good. It's good for me. We'll see if this high stack height, though, changes my confidence a little bit.
Beautiful. 61. There we go, there we go. 210, 11.
It was me, Aiden Troutner, and Jared Ward, which are some of the funnest training partners to work out with. It's been so rewarding to have Jared back.
314, 317. Okay.
All right.
Let me try to give you one.
All right. I love it.
Here we go. Ready, go.
He's like the godfather of the group, right? He kind of sets a tone, and his kindness is unmatched. I don't know if anybody has anything mean to say about Jared. At the beginning, Dan wasn't training with us. He was training out in Colorado Springs. He moves his entire family of 5 over to Provo, Utah. It's been fun to see his progression in just the season alone. Like, he's really taken up to the training and the culture, and you know, he's brought a lot to the table as well. Like, he's just such a fun personality and a big ball of energy that none of us can keep up with.
Should we just go?
Ed!
Ready, go!
Looks good, guys. Okay. There we go. Nice. Easy speed, easy speed. 306.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
That was smooth. Way to go.
Yeah. Obviously we didn't push you hard enough today.
Tempo mile, coach.
That was probably the easiest 306 1200 I have ever ran. And yes, it was tough. Yes, it was hard, but it was just so consistent, so even.
Dude,
There we go.
that was amazing.
Nice, nice, nice.
Good job, boys.
Look at this. We're finishing it all at the same time.
So smooth. That was
Smooth gate, dude.
I knew right when Hayden said, I'll take it, you don't have to lead it. I was like, buckle up. Glad you made it.
You looked awesome.
What, 313, 312,
Going to,
306. It takes me a couple miles, I guess. Sign of a marathoner.
You know, not all builds are seamless. Like I said, there's always a little bit of ups and downs, but I think this one has been about as smooth as you could hope for. Yeah, we had a bit of a scare with the rolled ankle, but that happens, and you don't build that into any program, but we were able to come through it okay. We had people, there to take care of him.
But fun day at the track. It's fun to run fast at the end and to feel strong and to feel smooth. And what's kind of sad is you only get about a month of this fitness, right? Before you have to start tapering and then race, and then after you're done racing the marathon, you have to take 2 weeks off. And yeah, you start with a little bit of fitness, but you only get about a month of feeling invincible. Murdoch or Lake, or you flip a coin, I don't know. What are you thinking? Start time?
Yeah, we started at 7. So when I left,
To some extent, we talk a little bit about his competition, the main people that he needs to look for in the race, but my belief is the marathon is your biggest competitor. The 26.2 miles is your biggest competitor, so you just need to prepare yourself best you can.
So I gotta concentrate this tape. I'm close. 24. I'll let myself enjoy this pace for a mile. In Tokyo in 3 weeks. Of course he is. Is that close? Say again. How was your week of training? Pretty rough. Oh man. To be honest. What was that? First real week back. Since injury, so
And then rather than going in Tokyo and spending the whole time in Tokyo, we are going to go to Nagano, where they are just outside of Nagano, which is at altitude. He'll actually be there close to 4 or 5 days. My 2 guys in the steeplechase, Kenneth, Rooks, and Michalski, they'll have come in a day early, but they will be up at the altitude camp as well, so he'll have some good people to run with. And
Here's all you got to know about Kenneth. Last year he was the underdog. This year he's the dog. And that's, a big role to fill. Like, I think, that's a lot of pressure, but, Kenneth handles the pressure probably better than anybody I know. Dan's story is cool because back in 2024 for the Olympic Games, one of our other steeplechasers, James Corrigan, needed a time to qualify for the Olympic Games. And they needed a pacer. They needed somebody to help James. And the first person to volunteer, and that was totally on board, was Dan.
So a lot on the line here, has to hit that Olympic standard, but 8:15 is the goal.
Dan paced James for nearly the entire 3K steeplechase, and James was able to hit the Olympic standard and go to the Olympic Games.